All right, hey, it's Alofa Lava. Leotawa Dr. John Peterson here, TE2 Edge Sports Cards, coming at you live and direct from Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is Saturday night, and thought I would do another live stream. I have had an absolute blast breaking this product from 95 96. Huge shout out again to Nick, Johnny Utah, for the sale of these boxes. It has been a lot of fun. Last big break that I did was around some 2020 Mosaic product and also some 2020 Select and Donruss football. The Mosaic was basketball and so, but this has been a lot of fun, man. It's totally brought me back like 30 years, and it's just been a whole hell of a lot of fun. That's all I can say. Hope everybody's had a good day out there. Good Saturday. Excuse me, good start to the weekend. It's pretty warm today, so didn't spend a ton of time outside. Did make some deliveries to the Chicago Lake Liquor Store on Lake Street. They had 5 cases of Ganja Skoden Red, the 10 milligram beverage that they needed. So we dropped off 5 cases of that. Me and Michael, my wife, and my son Oscar. He did a little ride along, which was good. So yeah, and then just made sure I got Oscar to the Y. He got a workout in for a couple hours, played some basketball, and then came home, cleaned up, ordered a little pizza, and here we are. So if you haven't had a chance, check out my channel, TE2 Edge Sports Cards on YouTube. Click the like or subscribe button. We greatly appreciate that. And if you haven't had a chance, check out the Instagram page that I got under the same name, TE2 Edge Sports Cards, and eBay store under the same name, TE2 Edge Sports Cards. So also want to give a shout out to Matthew from 3G Slabs. If you haven't had a chance to check out his channel, he's got fantastic PSA graded card reveals. He hasn't done one in a little bit, but I just connected with him, and it sounds like he's going to have maybe even up to a half dozen in the next week or two that I'll be putting up. He usually does, I think, 10 to 12 cards or so. And so you're not in it for like, an hour and a half or whatever. He's pretty efficient, and his reveals are really fun. So check that out, 3G Slabs. Hit the subscribe or the like button for Matthew's channel, and hope you can check out some of his reveals that are coming in the next couple weeks. All right, here we go. The lucky, hopefully, Fiskars Pro. Feel like we've done pretty well over the last, 5 days or so. Feel like we've done really well. Just really grateful, and it's been so much fun. I have said this before, and I'll say it again. I didn't really spend much time with cards in the mid-90s, nor in the late 90s. Busy with school, graduating, and college, and partying, and chasing girls, and all that sort of stuff. So didn't have a whole, playing basketball as well. Didn't have a whole lot of time or money. I spent it mostly at the bar downtown in River Falls. So whether it was Emma's or Bo's and Mine or Mel's Midtowner, Johnny's, you name it, I went to all of them. So, but this has been a lot of fun, and my friend Eli McCausland, I don't know if I've mentioned him yet. He, right around this time, ended up starting or bought into a card store in downtown River Falls. And I know that he's familiar with quite a bit of this mid-90s product and late 90s product. I think at one point he had 2 or 3 card stores that he owned. So we've been going back and forth a little bit on the box breaks that I've been doing here for the last week or so. Has it been a whole week? Yeah, it probably has been. It's been over a week, I think. It's kind of hard to believe. So Matthew said, okay, so what's the MJ insert being pulled this break? Hey, you know what? I'm not going to speak upon that because I don't want to jinx it, but hopefully we can pull some good stuff out of this box. I know that it's been a lot of fun, and have pulled some good MJs and some good KGs too. So I don't know if this second series has Garnett rookie cards in it or not. I know that what we're looking for are power boosters, mystery, finest, finest refractors. What's the other one that is, what is it called? Let me take a look here. It says randomly inserted power boosters, spark plugs, mystery finest and finest refractors, and exclusive sudden impact cards. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. Now, the Series 1 packs didn't really open up all that great. I got Stockton on the front. So I guess I'll take my sweet old time here like Old Man River and one by one open up these packs and see what we get. The Series 2 boxes are a little more expensive than the Series 1 boxes. I think it's because of the mystery refractor, mystery finest and finest refractors, I think. So, I mean, they're not way more expensive, but they definitely seem to be a little bit more pricey. Let's see if I'm doing okay on the angle here. Okay. So you can see this Topps design is kind of an interesting design. What is this? Let's wait for the end on that one. I did open up the Series 1 box earlier this morning, which was fun. Did that early. Man, I woke up early this morning. Did Damon Stoudemire. I think that's a rookie card. NBA draft pick. Yeah, I'm going to set that one aside. Got up pretty early this morning and figured I'd do a box break after I listed some cards. So if you haven't had a chance to watch that video, I walked through the process I use for listing cards. So maybe that's helpful to folks. I think we got to go this way. All right, what do we got here? Whoa, are you kidding me? That looks like Jordan. Dude, you've got to be kidding me. That's a Jordan spark plug in the first pack. Whoa. Are you... Wow. Okay. Well, give thanks. That's all I can say is give thanks. And my goodness. My goodness. Well, I'm kind of speechless here, folks. Just so grateful. I don't know if yeah, it looks like that stuff on the border of the card is there by design. I don't think it's defective in any way. But a Jordan spark plug. Okay, cool. This looks really nice. Really good looking card. I have never... Did I call that or what? Good Lord. Really? You did call it. That's all I can say. Oh, goodness. Well, let's keep on going here. So far, so good. I got to move this stuff. We got too many cards sitting around here. Kind of don't have a spot to put the scissors. The tools of the trade, as I call it. Scissors and box cutter and tin snips. And well, all right. Muggsy Bogues. Bryant Stith. Sean Bradley. Oh, got two of the Bobby Hurleys. I think I got to move this camera over just a little bit. There we go. Trying to keep this centered for you guys. Excuse me. Kevin Gamble. Ken Norman. There's a Travis Best. Anthony Miller. Yeah, it's just fun to see these old guys. Tracy Murray. The Big O, Oliver Miller. All right. Pack number 3. Yeah, I have no idea. Spark plugs. I don't know anything about spark plugs in terms of their value or anything like that. I'm really pretty ignorant when it comes to this mid-90s stuff. You know, I've looked up a few different cards in the last week or so, but Mike Brown, Chris Smith. Let's turn these around here. Randolph Childress. He was Georgia Tech. He was really good. There's a KG. Ooh, okay, good. That's a sweet card. Little KG base rookie. Oh, I got these backward. I like to, just for the sake of safety, I pulled a Jordan out of the Series 1 box and I fumbled the ball and dropped it. I don't know if I don't think it destroyed the corner too bad, but definitely didn't help improve the corner. All right, next pack. What do we got here? Yeah, these cards are really in nice shape. Chris Smith, Danny Manning, Smithers, the Flying Dutchman, Danny Ferry. I think he was National Player of the Year at Duke. Danny Ferry was. Chucky Brown. He was NC State, I think, wasn't he? Yep, NC State. Mario Bennett. Finley. It's a rookie card. Set that aside. Oh, a little bit of sticking there. Not too bad, though. All right, here we go. I noticed there were no Jordan base cards in the Series 1 pack, so that's must mean that they're in Series 2. There's a Shaq. That's a good one. I don't know what it's worth, but we'll sleeve it up here. Oh, upside down. So if you're watching, feel free to leave a comment, ask a question. I may or may not know the answer, but I'll do my best to give you somewhat of an intelligent answer. I don't know, some people think these cards are really ugly. I think they look pretty good. I don't think they're overly busy. Not any worse than some of the 90s junk wax for baseball, right? Which we're all familiar with that are people my age. So it looks like you can still find some of these boxes on eBay. The question is, are the cards bricked? That's the hard part. There's another Shaq. If the cards are bricked, you're screwed. Rex Chapman. That guy could play. He was a first-team All-American. Kentucky. Was he first-team All-American as a freshman? He might have been. He was a stud in college. Rodney Rogers, Sean Bradley, Carlos Rogers, Jason Caffey. Yeah, I dig these cards. These are nice cards, man. Definitely a nice looking set. Okay, we got, so far, we're doing pretty good. We got 2 Shaqs, a KG, and an MJ, spark plug. Spark plugs, I should say. You always got to be careful when you cut these. You don't want to cut any of the cards inside. Sometimes you just need to snip the very tip-top part of it, part of the pack. All right, So I don't know about you guys, but I've been binge watching content from the Pete Chilcutt. Holy schlitz. Totally forgot about this guy. Pete Chilcutt. Goodness. He was at North Carolina. He was a decent player, good enough to play in the NBA. I've been watching tons of content from the National. It looks like people are having just a ton of fun. It sounds like the drive in has been a little bit of a hassle. I guess this place is kind of out in the middle of nowhere, kind of in the boonies. The place where the exposition center. I heard it was an old Air Force, or not Air Force, but airplane hangar. So it's just enormous. They're high ceilings. It doesn't seem nearly as congested as it is at the spot in Rosemont in Chicago. Well, I'm thinking next summer I'm going to have to go down, although we might be in Samoa, so I might not be able to make it. We're planning a family reunion to go back to Samoa next summer, and it might fall on the same weekend and week as the National. So if that's the case, I won't be able to go, but it's been a lot of fun to watch the last couple of them be televised or shown through another shack. Okay, it's 3 shacks. It's David Robinson. Okay, Corliss Williamson, Doc, David Vaughn, Kendall Gill, Alan Houston. Okay, put this shack in a penny sleeve. So that's 3 shacks. So we're almost finished with the first stack. So about a quarter of the way through the box. These packs look amazing. It's hard to believe these packs are like 30 years old, 29 years old. All right, so we've had one insert so far, and that was the MJ. I don't know. I didn't even look to see what the... Oh, here we got another one. Okay, another insert of some sort. Ken Norman. Cherokee Parks. Corey Blunt. Gary Trent. Big Country. Ronnie Cycli. He of the Syracuse. What's it? Syracuse. I forget what their mascot name is. Okay, here we go. Reggie Miller. Spark plugs. Sweet. It's a cool card. Definitely am a Miller fan. The UCLA Bruin. Still pretty active in the league and in the ecosystem of the NBA as an announcer. I think he does a nice job as an announcer. Doesn't overdo it, you know. Speaks plainly. So we've got somebody with the Utah Jazz. Looks maybe it's a Malone. There's Stockton. Okay. George Zedek. There's a KG. Yes. We'll take it. That's the nice thing about 95, 96 is the price is still reasonable. I mean, you go to 96, 97, and of course you're working with Kobe, and the cost of the box is just probably, I don't know, I've never priced them out, but I imagine they just skyrocket. All right, here we go. This looks like a power booster. Stockton. Oh, this isn't a power booster. This is a, what is this? Is that Jason Kidd? This is kind of an interesting looking card. This must be some, so I don't know. I'm not sure what this is. Doesn't look like the power booster from earlier though. But maybe it is. Doesn't say power booster on it. Maybe it's some sort of parallel. But we'll take it. Nice card. Little John Stockton action. All right, here we go. Next stack, first pack. Yeah, that's a cool looking card. I like that. This Stockton. Oops. You don't really see anything quite like this with Ultra Modern. Oh, here we go. Shaq spark plug. Yes. Yes, sir. Nice. Again, I'll have to look and see what these are going for. Of course, as is the case with a lot of cards from the 90s and even cards today, there's quite a bit of fall off between a PSA 10 and PSA 9. Not all the time, but I mean, some people say that it's 28 to 32% markup from a 9 up to a 10. So if you've got a PSA 9 card that's worth $100, the chances are that it's somewhere between $250 and $300 as a PSA 10. But what I've noticed with some cards, especially cards that come from this time period, oftentimes the PSA 10, because the pop count is so low, holds a much higher value than the PSA 9. So like you could have a PSA 9 that's worth like, I don't know, $45, but the PSA 10 is worth $450. So the multiplier is closer to 10 as opposed to 3. So you have to figure that in. And right now, the way things are really playing out in the market, at least from what I can tell, having been operating as a business and as a dealer the last 2.5 years, 9s really are raw. I mean, it used to be that 8s were raw, but as far as I can tell, if you like this card, the raw value of this card is equivalent to what it is as a PSA 9. So, 9s aren't bad, but they're not nearly as valuable, at least in my opinion, with the ultra modern stuff as they used to be. I don't know how much that carries over into these older cards. There's a stack house. It might not be the same kind of dynamic. But yeah, what I've noticed in selling cards in probably the last, I don't know, half year is that 9s carry about the same value as raw. Now, of course, that's different with vintage. What do they call that? When you have a grade that's the same grade as the decade of the card. They call it a collector's grade or something like that. So if it's a 1957 Hank Aaron that's a PSA 5, it's like a collector's grade. Is that what they call that? I think that is what they call it. So anyway, you gotta hit 10s. That's really what it comes down to, is you gotta hit 10s with this stuff. Vintage stuff, a little different, of course. You're gonna have a eye appeal and that sort of thing. But modern, ultra modern, Tell you what, man, even junk wax. I mean, 1988 Topps Bo Jackson as a 9, maybe a little bit more than the value of a raw card, but I don't think it's a lot. A lot more. Alan Henderson. There's a McDice. Sheed. Another Chapman. All right, here we go. Got 3 packs left, and we'll be halfway done. So far, we've gotten 2 spark plugs and 1 parallel. Okay. Doc Rivers. No base Jordan yet. Rodman. Sean Respert. Joe Smith. Ostertag. Felton Spencer. Derek Harper. Or no, we've gotten 3 spark plugs. Forgot about the Shaq. Got the Miller, the Shaq, and the MJ. Okay, here we go. Dikembe Mutombo. Mike Brown, another LJ, Grandmama. Ed O'Bannon. Nice lefty. That was his rookie card. There's another Shaq. Wow, we've just killed it with Shaqs. It's the 4th Shaq base card we've gotten. Yeah, I'm not complaining. Guy's a beast. I think he's definitely top 5 centers all time. I think he's probably 3, maybe 4. Some people would put Hakeem ahead of Shaq. I don't know. I think Shaq was a more dominant player during his era. Hakeem was a better defensive player. Shaq played with Kobe. I mean, it's hard. He won the 3 when he was with the Lakers with Kobe. Hakeem won 2. Shaq won 4. But you cannot argue with Shaq's dominance during the playoffs in the late 90s. Well, geez, throughout the 90s. Another Stockton. It's just a beast. It's kind of like Barry Bonds, They had to teams had to alter the way they played the games. They just had to follow him. Kind of like Bonds getting intentionally walked. And the amount of intentional walks Bonds got was just ridiculous during that time period when he was with the Giants in the early 2000s and mid 2000s. Okay, we haven't hit anything too big yet. There's a Finley. Kurt Thomas. Where did he go to school? Kurt Thomas. Texas Christian. He's TCU. Okay, next pack. Yeah, I've been really pleased with what's been pulled out of these boxes and packs. 95, 96. What have we opened up? We've opened up some Fleer. We've opened up some Topps, Upper Deck, Skybox. I honestly think the Skybox and the Fleer was really good. We opened up some Topps Archives. Another Stockton. Boy, this is a Stockton box. And about 5 Stocktons so far, which is appropriate because he's on the pack. I think he's kind of underrated, Stockton. A lot of people say he was good because he had Malone. Malone was good because he had Stockton, but I think Stockton would have been good if he'd played on any team. He just happened to play with one of the top, 3 power forwards in the history of the game. Oh, there's an MJ. There we go. It's a cool card. You don't often see that photo of him boxing out. All right, now we got to get another one. Oh, shit. Oh, no, I caught the edge. Damn it. Well, I might be able to work that a little bit. Tried to get in there a little too quickly. Ugh, shoot. I don't know what the value is of that card as a 10, but it won't 10 now. I cut it pretty good. Bam. It happens. It happens. Especially when you're cracking cards out of slabs. Let me see. Let me grab my old trusty tool here. You get to see me kind of work this right now. All right, put it down here like this. Put that over the top. Now you can't really see that, but go down a little bit more. Take this, kind of flatten it out a little bit. It's good on corners. Might not fix the whole issue altogether, but it kind of minimizes it a little bit. Just a little gentle pressure. Put that away. Let's see how we did. Is it better? A little bit. A little bit better. Kind of caught just perfectly on that sleeve. Yeah, I might have to work that backside. I didn't work the backside of it very much, but that's the way it goes. It's gonna happen, so can't get too bent out of shape about stuff like that. It takes the fun out of it. This is a kid's hobby. Cards are, and you got to enjoy it for what it is. Oh, change the angle of the camera here. Yep, you got to enjoy it for what it is and not take it too seriously. I mean, it is serious. I mean, I do this as a business, so I mean, yeah, I get it. You got to try and make a little money and have fun while you're doing it. Doc Rivers, Corey Alexander. Let's cut it from this end here. All right, next pack. Chris Smith, Avery Johnson, Mark Price. You got a Gary Payton. There's another KG. Very off-centered. Yeah, all right. Now I'll go on the 5,000 count box. I always got to do a 5,000 count box now. I didn't initially do one. Used to bring 3 cases to shows filled with slabs, but got to the point where the slabs were pretty spendy, and you know, not a lot of people have that kind of cash that they're walking around shows with. So sold a lot of the big vintage cards that I had and ended up scaling down a little bit, bringing the 5,000 count boxes. Usually keeps people interested at your table and looking for gems, you know, little gems that they can find in the old 5,000 count box. I don't do a dollar bin box per se. I don't have time to just stick to dollar bill or dollar bin cards. I just do a variety of cards. Sometimes I'll put a card in a 5,000 count bin and a top loader that's a $50, $60, $70 card, which I don't know how many people do that, but I do. Okay, we got our next. There's another MJ. Sweet. The camera's a little bit jacked up on the angle. All right. Now this one is not centered. I got to make sure I sleeve this correctly. Slow. Steady as she goes. There we go. Okay. All right, our second MJ. Nice. Hurley. Little Ewing action. Yinkadare. Corey Alexander. Spud Webb. Rodman. There's a market for Rodman. There's kind of a cult following for Rodman. So this looks like another spark plug. Little sticking there. Okay, here we go. Oh, another Stockton. Boy, this is like the Stockton box. Stockton spark plug. So we had that Stockton. We got this one. So the 2 big inserts are not 2 big inserts, but 2 of the inserts that are our Stockton cards. And we've hit a number of base Stockton cards too. Haven't had the mystery refractor or Topps Finest refractor, the mystery finest yet. I don't know what the odds are of pulling one of those. And they have it in the box, but the box is now buried in pack wrappers. C-Web, another Shaq. Oh, we're getting oh, there's a Hot Hands. Okay. Hot Hands. Get in there, Shaq. We've got quite a few base Shaqs. We got Gary Payton. Man Down Under, Luke Longley. Lawrence Moten, Syracuse. Ed O'Bannon. And we've got Anthony Mason. Okay, who we got here? Oh, this is our mystery finest. Well, who's on the back? Mystery facts. Oh, this is Hot Hands. Okay. So is it one of these 4 guys? Is that how this works? I can't really tell. Should I try and peel this off? Oh boy, that looks pretty. See, I never really understood how people do this. I think I'll set that over there and wait. What if it's a Jordan? I have no idea who's in there. I mean, it would be something if it was. I'll try and open it up at the end. I don't know that I'll be able to show you me doing it on camera. I might have to just kind of set the camera aside a little bit. But so there's the Mystery Finest, or Mystery Finest. I think that's what that's called. And it's a hot hand, so. And as a Jordan, could there be a Jordan hot hands? I suppose there could be. I didn't see him on the back, which leads me to believe that it's not a Jordan. But you never know. Sheed. Let's get these a little organized a little better. McDice. Now we're starting to see these cards being a little bit off-centered. Okay. I'm really curious what this is here, though. Sorry, this is taking a little bit of time here. I got a little lift on it. Here we go. You know, it's probably fused on here practically because it's been on here for so long. Whose idea was it to do these in the first place? I mean, honestly. All right, here we go. I think I got it. Thanks for your patience. Oh, Steve Smith. Okay, all right, that's a cool card. That's a really cool card. Steve Smith, Topps Finest. As is often the case with Topps Finest, at least the one box of Topps Finest, I think it was maybe 95, 96 basketball that I bought, and the baseball that I bought. I've only bought 2 boxes of this stuff. It's off-centered. So, go figure. Like the centering on the Topps Finest stuff, I found to be just horrendous. I think I got a Jordan out of one box one time and came back as like a 7 or an 8 because the centering was so poor. But still fun to get. And successfully peeled the wrapper off of it. Michael Smith. Vlade. Dennis Scott, another Stackhouse rookie. Okay, so we're down to the last stack. We got about, 8 packs left. Let's see if we can hit something. Hit something big here yet. I like the variety in this top stuff. This is nice. It's good. Oh, back to back. I once had a pack of 1985 Topps football. It's going to be magically be an MJ when you peel that. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there's an MJ actually as we speak. Oh, sorry, Greeley. You said MJ and look what happened. An MJ appeared. Yeah, that would have been nice if an MJ had magically appeared from beneath that black wrapper. I would have, but it was a Steve Smith. I don't know what I was saying. I was babbling on. All right, here we go. I've watched like 0 Olympics. I've been doing cards this whole time. Okay. Let's keep cruising ahead. What was your back-to-back 19? Oh, okay, sorry. It was I once opened up a cello pack of 1985 Topps football, and the back-to-back was Warren Moon. 2 Warren Moon rookie cards in the same cello pack. And that's a good card. I mean, in a 9, it's a probably $100 and $125 card. Unheard of to find it in a 10. In a 10, it's like a $3,000 card because the 85 Topps stuff is so condition sensitive. But I'd never pulled that good of a card back to back in a pack before. That was fun. Yeah, Warren Moon's rookie year is 85. 85 Topps football is kind of a slept-on set. It's very condition sensitive, and it's very hard to pull cards that are in 8s, let alone 9s, and 10s are kind of unheard of. I mean, if you can pull a 10, it's worth some money, even some of the commons. It's a horizontal set, so it's, I think for Topps, the only prior horizontal set before it was the 1960 Topps set. So it's kind of unique in that regard. It's got the black border. I love the 85 Topps set for football. In fact, I prefer it over the 84 Topps set, although 84 Topps has a better slate of rookie cards with Elway and Marino, Dickerson, that whole crew. But 85 Topps has Moon. You got the Walter Payton 85 Topps card. You got the record breaker there. That's a nice card. You got the Team Payton. You've got Marino's second-year card, Dickerson's second-year card, Elway's second-year card, Montana. Oh, looks like we have another something or other back there. Yeah, so 85 Topps is a dope set for football, and for folks that are trying to like complete that set, it's a challenge because you can't just find those cards really centered that frequently, and even when you pull them out of the pack, like the black border causes the corners to look nicked. So, okay, here we go. Let's go like this. Get this guy here, this guy here, this guy here. What do we got? Oh, okay. So here we go, folks. This is going to be interesting. P.T. Pierce. Looks like it's another Topps finest. So it's either Penny Hardaway, Clyde Drexler, or MJ. The centering looks a little bit off top to bottom. Left to right, it looks pretty good. Can we guess who this is? That looks like... for God's sakes. Hey, I think... if I had to guess, that's Penny Hardaway. Hey, Crusader 7. Hey, how you doing, Crusader? So, oh my God, I got to peel this off again. This is nerve-wracking. Oh my God. I hate doing this. But I might as well do it now, on camera, so you guys can blast me when I totally F this up. Oh, shit. It's just... shit ain't easy, man. And I've got big fingers. It's lifted up a little bit there. What? Sorry for all the heavy breathing. All right, it's either MJ, Penny, or Clyde the Glide. So close. Had to go for it there. All right, here we go. Whew, that was kind of nerve-wracking. Okay, so we're looking at Penny, Clyde the Glide, or MJ. Penny, Clyde the Glide, or MJ. Well, before I peel it, who do you think it is? Penny, Clyde the Glide, or MJ? If you're watching, I'm not going to finish till somebody, so you put it in the comments. Penny, Clyde the Glide, or MJ? Nope, nobody's going to put it in the comments? Okay, fine. Well, the centering looks pretty good. Duh. Let's see here. Penny. Oh, I wish it was an MJ, but hey, Penny's all right too. I kind of thought it was Penny. Oh my God, that is a sweet looking card. Holy smokes. Look at that thing. That is nice. Wow. I'll put this card up in terms of the just the way it looks, a refractor. Yeah, it is a refractor. Yeah. I mean, I'll put this up against any ultra modern card that you would pull. Maybe not like a black finite 1 of 1, you know, something like that, a prism or a select. Those are pretty sweet looking cards, but this looks really cool. I wonder if this is Penny's rookie year. 96? No, I don't think it is. All right. There's the refractor. I'll probably get that graded. There's some Penny. All right, now took all that time to, let's make sure we put it in here, okay? Nice and safe. There we go. Okay, cool. Well, had a 33% chance that it was a Jordan, but I'm not going to complain. Love it. Great card. I wonder what a Jordan's worth. I wonder what the Penny's worth in a 10. I have to check that out after I go off camera here. I mean, this looks pretty darn good. More like 90%. I have had some decent luck here in the last week with Jordans. Kind of started off with that first box. I feel like I've kind of been on a good roll overall just with cards here this last week. It's been a lot of fun. And it's been fun to do these live streams. I haven't done too many of them, but on Houston, a lot of them have been videos, but it's really, really fun to be able to share this with other people who are watching. It's Hershey Hawkins. Doc Rivers. So we got 3 packs left. And then the last 2 boxes that I have not opened from the lot that I bought from Johnny, aka Nick, or Nick, aka Johnny, are 95-96 metal. I think this is, that is a nice looking refractor. I don't think I damaged the corner getting it out of there, so. Oh, there's a back-to-back Sedale Treat. Another Stockton. Well, just the refractors alone are fun to open. And then there's the Mystery Finest. Spark plugs. Yeah, I can see why Series 2 is a more spendy purchase than Series 1. There's a little more value and higher ceiling in the Series 2 stuff. All right, last 2 packs. David, okay. Oh, a Penny spark plugs. Didn't even see that. Okay. God, he was so good early on, before the injuries. Man, he was good. take that. The 2 pennies? For sure. For sure. I already pulled a bunch of those Johnsons out. It's a sheet, though. Tyus Edney. All right, last pack Magic. How much do you think that penny goes for? Raw? That's a good question. I'll bet this card in this condition, centered and everything, I bet it could be a $35 to $40 card raw. You know, the question is, what's the multiplier from a PSA 9 to a PSA 10? I'm guessing the pop count on that as a PSA 10 is pretty low. And I could look it up when I get done here. I'd say it's at least a $100 card in a PSA 10, and maybe upwards of like a $300 card. I don't think it'd be worth more than $500. Although, you know what? There are some Penny Hardaway like super fans out there, and he's still in the public eye because he's a coach of a D1 program. So, I really couldn't say. PSA 9 is going for $150 for a 9. Oh shit! Well, it might be close to $500. Matthew, did you get a comp potentially on a PSA 10 or a current buy it now for a PSA 10? Maybe there hasn't even been a PSA 10 that's transacted in the last couple of years. Who knows? I just know that the Topps Finest stuff is super, super hard to get centered. Like 1 in 4, 1 in 5 cards in a pack is centered. At least from the Topps Finest 95, 96 that I bought a while back, and same for the baseball. And some of it was green, you know, had greening on it. So, all right, so let's do a quick review. This is our stack of cards that will go into the top loaders. And then this is our little pile of hits. She's got a Shaq rookie, off-centered KG, MJ, that little off-centered. Got the penny, spark plugs. Got another MJ, Stockton. It's a cool parallel. It's a thicker card too. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe that card's worth something. I'm guessing there's some Stockton folks out there that would dig that. That's the Jordan. That's the one that I screwed up. The Shaq spark plug. Another Shaq. KG Shaq. KG. Oh, I almost missed one. The MJ spark plug. Which, yeah, a little bit off-centered in the back, but the front of it looks pretty good. All right, folks, we're at about an hour. Really appreciate you, man. The grind is real, but man, somebody's got to do it. So might as well be me. And I appreciate each of you watching and checking out the program, leaving comments, and yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll even take a little rest here and jump on and do another live auction, or not live auction, but live stream for one of those metal boxes before the night's over. All right, take care. Peace out. One love.